Behold, the eerie glow of one of nature's fundamental particles in racetrack form. This is the Electron Expressway in Zuro, the home of the Cobalts. Well, speaking of electrons, a shocking Q2 yesterday in qualifying that saw one of the best overtakes of the entire season by Mallard, a marble that is 24th in the standings, has scored just 16 points all year, and goes up into pole. We also see Swifty and Misty up there with Mimo, Arup, Starry, and number 7 is where a lot of fans here will keep their gaze affixed. That's Royal, a marble that leads, or could lead perhaps, the championship, at least after all of the marbles are on equal footing. Royal is third technically in the standings, but has raced one fewer than the two marbles ahead of it, Cloudy and Momo. Royal, the winner of 2 straight back in rounds 2 and 3, followed that up with another podium back in round 5, but has had 2 weeks off and will have to overcome a less than ideal starting position. For Mallard, on the other hand, hoping to turn this into what could be a first win. I know a lot of coaches have been wondering this late in the season if their choices of racer will pay off. For the Green Ducks, we're about to find out. And we're rolling! Mallard leads the field away, but very close behind, that's Mimo in second place. And it looks like Arup has come up to third. Here comes Mimo, contact among the top 3. They're all together with Starry trying to catch up to them. And look at that inside move. Arup through the split and into the accelerator, shoots off through the banking, and our first time through the Electron shells, we've got marbles leaping over several of them all at once. Arup holds over a half a second lead from Mimo. Off the belt they come, and look at the positions changing all the time. Oh man, that's Blue Eye back there, nearly in dead last, although Pinky Panther is well off the back of the field. I mentioned those coaches' decisions. Could be coach of the Crazy Cat's Eyes be having that conversation. All right, Mallard in second place, coming through the accelerator, chasing Arup. Royal comes up into third, through the banking, and well handled through those Electron shells. Mallard has fallen back to fourth, and Royal is on the podium spot for now. Mallard gets back by. Into third spot as they come around the shallow right-hander into this hairpin in this stadium section. The top 4 separated by a few lengths, and contact between Mallard and Royal sends them to the outside lane, and they lose positions. That is the chicane where Mallard made the move that was definitive in Q2 to get pole position. Orangen notches fastest lap here, 25.66. Oh, trouble! Trouble in sector number 1 as Arup gets caught up on the wall, and Starry takes over, and Arup continues to plummet. Who is the benefactor but Royal? We talk about championship-winning moments. These kind of races will make or break a championship if you are in the hunt. Not a great starting position. Could have been worse, of course, but Royal gets fastest lap and is in second place. Now falls back to third as they meander their way through this first sector. There was a nice battle there with Swifty, Rizzy, and Fenrir. Fenrir comes up into 9th place. That's a team that, not good in positioning. Both team members have 8 points, and that is pretty low in the standings. Mimo working alongside there, going the inside line. Looking back at the chicane, 3 wide down that straightaway. Orangen battling with Club and Fenrir. Firo also in the mix. As up front, look at this. Royal in second place with 1 length or 2 between them. Looks to the inside, but can't get the move done there. Caught on the wall briefly. Falls back to third place. Mallard tries to take advantage. Taking lane number 2 there for Starry through the Electron shells. There is Mallard. Oh man, Mallard is doing well to get back up into second place and is recovering and tries a different line coming off of the conveyor belt to get by Royal. Contact between them in sector number 1. Now they have a touch of separation. These two are going to continue battling. I feel for the whole race there was a mistake. Royal perhaps looking over the shoulder and went directly over the split. That lets Mallard get by into second place, but still has 1 full second to make up. to track down Starry. Looking farther back now, behind those top three, it's Arup, Clutter, Club, Mimo, Origin, Fenrir, Swifty, Firo, Rizzy, Misty, Chalk, Glimmer, Bolt, Frost, Bumble, Blue Eye, and Pinky Panther. There's Rizzy going around the outside, and now sets up for Firo. Oh, the gap has come down up front. Look at the scoring pylon there, under 0.3 of a second between Starry and Mallard. Nobody has been able to reset fastest lap for a while, but here comes Mallard, right up to the leader. Weaving back and forth, and speed goes to Mallard, who takes the lead inside defensive line, but that's actually the quicker line through that hairpin, it appears. Shooting through the banking into the Electron shells, taking that far outside line. That actually worked pretty well for Mallard, and it gives that marble fastest lap. 24.85 is the new mark to beat. And we've got several marbles that are going to be side by side as they come up the belt. Look at Origin climbing up through the order, now into 4th place. Rizzy locked in another battle there with Firo coming oh so close. There's Fenrir and Misty, the latter of whom is in 13th in the standings. He's had a couple weekends off, though. The lead is just under 0.4 of a second for Mallard over Starry. Origin up into 3rd place after starting in 14th. Everybody else started up there decently far. Starry in 6th. Mallard, of course, was our pole sitter. And here they come together again. Starry and Mallard. And these walls are rough. A lot of Electrons like to stay in their lane, but these marbles do not always. And if they try to go outside of the bounds of where they are bound, the walls push back. I'm sure there's some quantum explanation for that. It's Starry and Mallard. Once again, Mallard to the inside in sector number 1, and will have the lead as they come down this straightaway. Into the stadium section, Mallard holds the lead with 2 laps to go. Both go to the outside, then it's a gap back to Origin. Very close that they will come through the accelerator. Different lines, but Mallard just always seems to nail the 3rd sector, but can't get the entry onto the belt. Starry is going to be right next to him. And Mallard fends him off heading into the final lap. This is always a fun racetrack, even though we've only been here twice. This is some great racing. They both make the same mistake and end up on the same edge of the wall. Otherwise, Starry, does capitalize on a mistake. Starry, as Mallard goes over the barrier once again. Will the 3rd sector be kind to Mallard? No, Starry steals it away and wins at Electron Expressway. Big gap back here to the final couple of marbles. Wow, 18 seconds adrift is Pinky Panther. Teammate up in 30th. Pinky Panther is actually a little ways ahead on that in 12th in the order, but that was not a good one. But what was good is coming from 6th to 1st for Starry. Team Galactic will stand on the top step of the podium. Mallard's first win will have to wait until another race. Origin up 11 spots, Clutter up 5, and look at Club up 6. That is impressive as well. Misty, though, fell down 7 spots. Royal could not be up there on the podium, much to the dismay of the home team. They were hoping for some theatrics. They did not get it from their marble, at least, but wow, we had some great battles up front. Excellent mid-pack fights as well. There was so much going on, though. And that is a jubilant podium, at least for 2 of those teams of marbles. Green Ducks, they're happy to be up there. They're happy to get the points. But they wanted that to turn into a win so badly. Congratulations, though, to Starry. As we take a look at the championship standings, everybody on even footing, and Royal goes up into 2nd place, just 7 points behind Cloudy. In front of Momo, then Speedy, Origin is up 4, Starry and Mallard both jumped up 12, and Clutter up 13. In the team standings, no change among the top 3. The gap does narrow a bit. Among several of those teams, we do have some making moves in the mid-pack, others at the back. They will not be able to win this season of Marbula 1. So much to play for, though, as we enter the final 2 rounds, your last gasp effort to chase a championship, to find glory. And we hope that you will subscribe and stay tuned to see us next time.